Yeah, basically, when you start super pops, each pop bumper is worth 1,000,000 points. If you start it a second time, it's each pop is worth 1.5 mil. Third time, it's like 2 million a pop, and etc. etc. And it carries over from ball to ball too. So I don't actually have to complete the mode. So if I start super pops and I drain, and then I start it again on my next ball, the value will still increase. But it's good to try to get all the points you can. Um, while they're active. So I'm curious to know like how high the value goes up. Like if it becomes like 5 or 10 million a pop, like that's really that you can get 300 million from one mode, and that's a really good chunk of points in this game. But it's risky because you're mainly having to do it in single ball play. Um, yeah, if I had multi ball, it would be a lot easier. Yeah, the right out lane is really bad because this slingshot over here is higher than the right out lane post. So the ball would come down, hit this, and then just bounce over. And there's not much you can do to save it, unfortunately. It's a really big gap here as well. So it's hard to like shake the ball back into play or something like that. Even if you do shake the ball back into play, a lot of times it'll hit the top of the sling and then just bounce right back out. So, and the same goes for the left hand side. So it's a very drainy game. And it's the kind of game you definitely don't want to miss on because you can get punished pretty quickly. But if you're good with your accuracy, the game can also just be pretty crazy. You can have really long ball times because you're just going bam, 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 bam. You're just constantly making your shots. So there, we started Super Jets. And to start the mode a second time, I have to relight the claw. The claw is this thing up here that moves around. And to do that, I have to complete the 3 top lanes up top to relight it. So that's basically what I'm doing, is trying to get the ball back to the top to relight the claw so I can further advance my Super Jets mode. But if I can also get the ball to those rollovers up top, those top lanes, I'll be collecting more pop bumper hits too, which, since I'm in the Super Jets mode, is worth points. So I've gotten 13 million so far from it. Not much. It's not much at all. But the point is to get it farther along in its mode progression to where it's worth several million for a single pop bumper hit. And I want to just sort of see how high it can go just for fun. I got some ridiculous scores last night just playing the same modes over and over again. Just trying to see how high they would go, and I was really surprised how high they actually went. So that's why I want to play around with the Super Pops mode and just see where it goes. That's the fun thing about a pinball machine is you got your basic rules progression, your progression to your different multi-balls and your different wizard modes and stuff. But then you've got stuff like this you can just kind of screw around with. Like if you were just playing the game on location, you wouldn't do this. You wouldn't just be playing the same like super pop bumper mode over and over again. But being able to play it over and over again and having it really snowball in value makes it interesting to do just for fun, and that's basically what I'm doing right now. And the ball keeps going up into the left flipper, not to the right lanes. So that makes it tough too. There we go. So the claw is relit now, or it will be once I hit this left ramp. Claw is lit, now I have to hit the right ramp. See, there wasn't really any saving that. So there we go. We can start the next version of Super Jets. And each one is worth 1.5 a shot, I think. The ball keeps going to the left. Back to the left again. It's not where I want it to go. There we go. Alright, claws relit again. Can't get control. Now I gotta hit that left ramp to light the claw. Done. Now I gotta hit the right ramp. And I missed. Alright, so I'm going to start the third round of Super Jets. So the value should be, it might even stack the old value because I didn't complete the old mode. So the old mode might still be running along with this new one. Let's see. Wow, yeah, I just got 31 million for those few hits. So I want to say it might even be stacking Super Jets level 2 with Super Jets level 3. I could be wrong. That's good. It's putting me in the multi-ball, and I'll get a bunch of balls up top to hit the pop bumpers. Wow. Yeah, those pops are worth a lot now. And that's basically my goal, is I just want to see how high they go. And again, this isn't the sort of strategy you're going to use in a tournament or anything, but you know, imagine if they went up to like 100 million a pop. Like that would just be crazy. I doubt it goes that high because the other modes I think cap out. At least one of the modes capped out. Wow, it looks like I'm getting 2.5 or 3 per hit. So I mean that's pretty huge. Okay, now they're 3 million a hit for sure. $160 million. Well, I don't know. It is Sunday, and there is a major tournament going on right now that's also being streamed. So, the pinball people that might normally tune in might be watching that. Also, in Northern Virginia here, where I'm located, it's gotten unusually warm today. So I think a lot of people have cabin fever, as the saying goes, and they're getting outside and actually doing things. So some of the local people that might normally be tuned in aren't in. But yeah, I actually didn't really expect anybody to tune in. Attendance on my pinball stream, it seems to be hit or miss. Whereas with my video game stuff, I can have a constant 5 or 10 people. Seems to be growing actually. There, I'm having a lot of times like a good, consistent like 15 or so people, which is nice. The pinball is just very hit or miss. God, my cat's going crazy. I mean, there are a lot of times I stream when I have 0 people watching, but I figured I'm just going to be practicing. I can just stream at the same time. Jeez, those suckers are worth a lot now. Yeah, those are actually pretty lucrative now. Completed. Yeah, I got 110 million for completing that. That's pretty solid. The brilliance of Demolition Man. Well, I did stream Demolition Man for the last 2 days straight, so that could also be a factor. Holy crap! Look at that, 67 million for that. Yeah, like I said, that's awesome, man. It's snowballing like crazy. To put it into perspective, I would have gotten like 6 million on the first round of that mode for that many hits. So I got, oh man, it's crazy. Start the next one. Yeah, I'm glad it's not snowing. It snowed last week, and we still have about a foot of snow on the ground from it, and that's not a lot for some regions, but for here, man, a foot of snow is just like crazy. There's some winters where it doesn't even snow, or it does, and we get like not even a centimeter. Ah, my cat's going ballistic. It's a good retina scan too. Give me some pop bumpers. No, those aren't pop bumpers. Oh well, we'll take the claw again. Keeps rolling over those top lanes. There we go. Oh man, 181. Hey, come on. Ugh, cat. She keeps running into my blinds and it's distracting me. All right, so that was, yeah, that was pretty crazy actually. Seriously, man? I'm gonna have to take the glass off one day just to see how high it goes. But that was a lot better than any of my other attempts.